Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Pajama Party. We're here doing a pre-recorded show. You'll be listening to this on Friday, and we have some previous obligations where we're taking the show on the road to do some things for future shows. So we're pre-recording this today. And I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello. Yes,
All right.
I am. Hello.
Ketel's already started her travel, so she's already on the road. And Redwine, of course.
Bonsoir.
All right. So today will be I don't know, our show usually runs about 2 hours. We'll be about maybe abbreviated today, maybe an hour or something to that effect, or depending on how good it gets to us. And all right. What about the topics for tonight? What are we going to
let's see. Ketel, you want the rundown, or you want me to do it?
Oh, I can handle it.
Okay,
just because I'm a
for it.
waiter, I mean I can't handle my duties.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Bring that 50 cent raise.
All right, do your thing.
Okay. All right, our rundown for tonight. We got our hot topics. Everybody's talking about, unfortunately, the alligator attack in Disney. Also, the mass shooting and terror in Orlando. We're going to have What's Poppin' with Poppa DD. He got some surprises for us. We got a few weird newses. I'm just saying, with Redwine, it's time to draw the line. Living for the City with Poppa DD. He's going to give us another surprise. My Hollywood wrap-up. The cocktail of the week, which is called the Gold Rush. Our Kiss It list. And the last word. Sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we're going to be right back with the hot topics.
It's the Friday night adult talk show, The Pajama Party, on Blog Talk Radio, produced by DC Homegrown Entertainment. Visit us online at www.apajamaparty.com. Click the banner, and you can join us online, or call us right now at 914-803-4306. The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the Pajama Party Crew and you. So pick up the phone and call us now, 914-803-4306, and tell us what's on your mind. There's a big fluffy pillow reserved up front just for you at the Pajama Party. And remember, it's PJs only, no clothes allowed. Pass it on. Now let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the Pajama Party. That better not be my robe.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD, here with Ketel. Hello, Ketel. Hello. Ketel.
Uh-oh. Did you fall off your stool, Ketel?
Yeah, I'm still here.
She wants to go.
Uh-huh.
And me, Redwine.
And Redwine, of course. Our first topic that we're going to discuss tonight, there's just so much going on in Orlando lately, which is the mecca of vacation and entertainment for people and children worldwide. And we're sad to announce that they did find the body of the little boy who was snatched by the alligator. This happened all in the world's famous Lake Bonavista. Lake Bonavista was the behind the scenes exclusive area of Disney where you can transport from building to building, to hotel via monorail, and it's just a sight to see. You know, it may be a little costly to stay back there, but you're close to everything. You're behind the scenes basically. But back there, an unfortunate situation. A 2-year-old boy was grabbed Tuesday night by an alligator near Walt Disney World Resort Hotel. And this here story we reported from the Associated Press with CNN that they say he appeared to be dead, but he is in fact dead, and they have informed the people and actually released his name and things of that nature as well. We won't go that deep with respect to families' privacy. But anyway, this all happened in Orange County, which is a mecca of Florida. This is Central Florida. Orlando is considered Central Florida, as opposed to South Florida down in Miami or what have you. The boy's family was that movie night outdoors at the Grand Floridian Resort. When around 9 p.m., the boy waded into about a foot of water in a lagoon, which is a man-made lagoon where they just kind of dig stuff and throw water in. But they say alligators are able to just compromise anything they got to do with water. So the authorities have said the witnesses, including the boy's horrified parents, they tried to save him. His father jumped in and tried to pry the gator's mouth open. His mother jumped in too, but it was too late. The child was dragged under the water in the Seven Seas Lagoon, witness told authorities. The lagoon is connected to a series of channels that feed into a large body of water. So I guess they use that channel aspect to keep it filtered, sort of like, these poking holes and things. I guess sort of like the bottom of a plant when you put water in the bottom of a jug to give it some ventilation. I guess these lakes have to drain in order to keep it irrigated, as well as any algae and all can keep flowing and all. But so the Reedy Creek Emergency Services Call Center first received a report about the attack around 9:16 p.m. that night. A search began for the boy immediately when boats from Disney's searching along with law enforcement. More than 50 officials from the Sheriff's Department alone were trying to find the boys' bodies. Divers were on standby, and the divers were also employed, and now they're, like I said, the end results of things is that they did find the body. In fact, the sheriff said the body was mostly intact, so I think that like one of the reports on the news said that the alligator probably looked at the little boy splash in the water as some type of a predator against him. So he or she, whatever the alligator was, and went on the attack against the child, and probably just wanted to take it out, disable it, make it lifeless. I don't want to sound so graphic, but like I said, once they rendered the child's body, the body was intact. Whatever is intact means after that particular type of death. So we're our sorrow and prayers go out to the family, and our sympathy from the Pajama Party to that family, and we hope that they recover in God's speed as far as putting their life back together. And we can't imagine the sorrow that the whole family and the whole Walt Disney community is going through right now, because that is the kids' mecca. So I'm sure everybody's anxious and up in arms. So, you got anything to say about that, Redwine?
Yeah, I did want to add one thing. I did see one of the reports that said that area is very clearly marked and posted no swimming. That they do have signs up that are marked very clearly no swimming. So there was no one intended to be in that water. And this may be an unpopular comment, but I'm going to say it anyhow because that's how I roll. When that lady's child fell into that gorilla cage, people wanted to act like this woman was an unfit mother and have the people come take the rest of her kids, like you should have been watching and all this kind of thing. Well, these parents were, I'm sure, watching their child too. but kids get away quick. I'm sure that this child's parents did not allow him to go get in the water at 9-something at night when signs are posted that say no swimming. He probably got away just as quick, put his little feet and stepped down into that water so fast, and by the time anybody could blink good, situations happen like this. So I'm just saying, when the way people carried on about the gorilla situation and the way they jumped on that mother, and I would venture to guess that these people are not African American, I'll be curious to see. Now, in this case, the child unfortunately died. In the gorilla situation, the child lived. But it didn't have to have turned out that way. That child lived because the zoo took action and killed the gorilla to preserve the life of the child. So, I'm just saying, folk can get mad if they want. I'm just calling it like I see it.
Right.
What you think?
Well, I was looking at how the hotel and I think there was another building around the lagoon area was kind of centered around that water, that body of water. So they said the lagoon is connected to a series of canals, like Papa said, to feed into the large body of water. But my thing is, why is that hotel sitting right there on the lagoon? Yeah, it looks great, but, my thing is, you're in Florida, 1. 2, alligators are attracted to water. Water's water to them. They're not going to say, okay, skirt, it's a no swimming. I can swim anywhere I want because it's water. You know,
that's true.
It's just,
that's a good observation.
You have to really think about where exactly the hotel is.
Yeah, you got an inhabited area with people and families and stuff, and they got alligators in the water? Yeah.
Well, they say they found about 5 alligators in there, and they pulled them all out. They sort of drained the water out of there, so whatever that means.
So maybe they'll just keep the water out and just put something else there because if the alligators see water, they're going to swim to it. So, and kids are the same way. They're going to swim towards it. It's just a fact. It's just a way of life. That's it. That's just what happens. So sad.
That's true. Very sad.
Yeah. So, our condolences go out to the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on? Oh, while we're on the topic of Orlando, I don't know if anybody caught it, but since there was so much tragedy and terror in Orlando, but that young lady, Christina Grimmie, who was one of I think she came in 3rd place, 2014 on The Voice, she was shot and killed in Orlando over last weekend.
It was Orlando.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
In Orlando, allegedly one of her fans. It was at a concert. She had performed, and after the concert, they were out there signing autographs, doing like a meet and greet of the fans and stuff, and this guy came up and shot her and then killed himself. Her brother jumped up, and did what he could, but it was already done then.
He just
sad.
He just trying to figure out the mentality of people. Why are you going to take another person's life? Why don't you just, unfortunately, I don't want to say it, but just, your demise. You go away from here, not someone else, and then you take your own life because it just doesn't make any sense. You can't put the pieces together because that person's not here anymore. And it's not fair to that family. It's just so unfair.
I agree. If you don't want to be here anymore, you are free to leave. But why do people feel like they have to take others with them? I don't get it.
Yeah. Yep. They need to look on the Monopoly board and get out a jail-free card. Just move on.
Exactly. Pass go, get your 200, and keep it moving.
There you go.
Well,
I like that one.
Yeah. In other news in Orlando, on the hot topic list, of course, everyone's aware about the mass shooting, also in Orlando. But one of the angles of that story, as the story continues to unfold, is they're finding out now more and more information about the shooter. And one of the things that they found out is that the gunman actually stopped during all the shooting, or right after, somewhere in the midst of it, to make several phone calls. Now, that was weird.
What?
Yeah, he called a friend of his to say goodbye to his friend. I guess he knew he wasn't going to survive, or either he didn't plan to survive. I don't know. But he called a friend of his to say goodbye, and this is according to 2 law enforcement officials. And he also called 911 to pledge his allegiance to ISIS.
Wow.
Go figure. And he also made a call to a CNN affiliate in Orlando to proclaim that he was carrying out this massacre on behalf of the terror group for ISIS.
Now,
one of the producers there at the newsroom at CNN took the call, thinking, I guess it was one of the news lines when you call to say I've got a lead on a story or something. So he called, and producer Matthew Gentili answered the phone, and the guy says, I'm the shooter. It's me. I am the shooter. I did it for ISIS. I did it for the Islamic State. So a lot of this information is just coming out, around the middle of the week. And just, a lot of other stuff is coming out. Of course, Pulse was known to be a gay nightclub, and now they're finding out that in the months leading up to the shooting, that the shooter, Mateen, had visited gay chat rooms. He had been messaging people on dating apps, and he had been frequenting the same gay nightclub that he eventually, killed all those people in. So now they're questioning, so was he gay? Was he experimenting? Was he trying to figure it out? Or was he really just plotting and, checking out the territory where he planned to take his revenge or whatever he was doing? Was that what he was doing? So they're not really sure.
Yeah.
But now, did you hear that on Wednesday they were saying that now they're questioning his wife?
Right.
Because apparently she accompanied him to the same club prior to this event.
Yeah, his current wife.
Yeah, current wife, not the first one, not the ex-wife, the current wife. So this stuff is starting to unfold more and more, and it's getting crazier and crazier.
So you telling me this man had 2 wives? He had an ex-wife and a current wife. Sound like they're crazy to be with this man if he, is acting in this way.
Well, the ex-wife, I guess, got out of the marriage because she said that he was violent and she thought he was bipolar and some other stuff. Now, the current one, I don't know what her situation is. He
could be part of the quote-unquote ISIS cartel, so to speak.
I don't know. Did you see any of the interviews with his father?
Yes, I saw a few of them, and his father really didn't know if he was gay or not. But when the first report came out, the father did mention he saw 2, men kissing, so he got outraged, and he thought that might have had something to do with it. But like you said, a lot of things are just unraveling. It's just they're putting pieces together.
Well, the first wife, I guess I should call her the ex-wife. The ex-wife said that she actually had some, I guess you would say, suspicions about his sexuality. So she wasn't quite sure about what's up with him.
Right. Well, like you said, things are just unraveling, so we just have to continue to, keep everybody updated on what's going on. It's just a sad situation, and continue to pray for the families that need that help. Yeah.
And now they're looking at possibly charging his current wife for not coming forward with information that she knew.
Truly, because I even heard that she went to the place where he purchased the gun at. And he told her what he was going to do. I mean, come on now. Even if you go in a closet somewhere and say, look, my husband, he's having some issues. You guys need to get over here. But,
Well, I guess she felt like, no matter what, it's still her husband. Because the FBI said that the current wife told them that he had told her he wanted to carry out a jihadist attack, but she didn't have any specific plans. So I guess that was her reason for saying I didn't come forward then, because I didn't really know anything specific. So I guess he just made a general comment about what he wanted to do, and that was her reason for saying, I didn't know anything specific, so I just kept my mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? They had been, she also said that he had been looking at and scoping out, well, not scoping out, she said that they had visited Disney.
Right.
And if possible, he was looking at Disney as a possible location to carry out his murderous plan. Because they visited the Pulse Club and some Disney location together.
Mm-hmm.
So she could very well be facing charges. We'll see.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so unfortunately 49 people lost their lives and was over 50, a few over 50 that were injured.
Right. Yeah, and they've been really talking to, the reports I've seen on TV, they've really been talking to maybe a handful of people that have really are telling, their story. The young lady was talking about she was in the bathroom and there was two other women in there she was in there with, and they didn't make it. And she's like, wow. She was just, laying beside them, just waiting for somebody to come in and help them. It's just a sad situation. Why was the guy in the bathroom,
I don't know. People were looking for exits and looking for any place either that they could hide or get out.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but seeing the stories of the survivors has been really, really heart-wrenching.
It has. So it's like, you're going to think twice. You go into a club or go into any establishment now, you're going to make sure there's two exits, I know I'm going to think twice.
Yeah, you're right about that. These places that's one way in and the same way out, I don't think I want to go in there.
Nope. But, yep.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
Before we get to, we come back with...
Coming back with me? Are we coming back with what's poppin'?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm anxious. My bad. Okay. We'll be right back.
All right.
Your finest cognac over a glass of ice in a short glass. Goes great with Poppa DD's segment. Living for the City on Blog Talk Radio every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or apajamaparty.com on a live stream. I want to talk to that Poppa DD myself. I'm going to hit him up. It's on 914-803-4306. Once again, that's 914-803-4306. And you should too.
Hey, welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of the hosts, Poppa DD, I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Sounds like it's still DJing in the background. Anyway, I'm going to throw out something on my What's Poppin' segment tonight. The title of it is called Being Cool. Now, when people think of the word cool, they think of somebody just being cool, I guess cool cap, looking all slick with a Newport cigarette in your hand or something. But I want to talk about the coolness of Barack Obama. And I'm not saying that just on Barack Obama to stroke his ego because he's a man of color or things like that. Not at all. I think that when you look at him and Trump, I believe Trump is probably a few years older than Barack. Barack is still, young 50s maybe, 52, 53 maybe. And Trump, I'm sure, is in his 60s, probably one of the lot. I should have done the research on the age. I apologize. But anyway, the difference in them two is that Barack, not just being president, but he's come to the realization of life that sometimes you got to be cool. You can't just put it out there like that. You can't just, like old folks, you can't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. And Trump seemed to have a tendency of just wanting to, like, I'm a bull in the china shop. I'm just knock over all the fine china. And then, but one thing you got to worry about when you knock over all the fine china is who's going to clean it up. That's the biggest thing behind it. If you think back on how we almost orchestrated the whole Iraq War, people are forgetting about, they're hanging the Iraq War on Barack, but the Iraq War was started by George Bush. And this was on the heels of 9/11 when we just kind of went after something because we was angry and we were trying to please somebody. And that's not taken away from people that was killed, because thousands of people was killed on 9/11. But to react so fast on something with anything today, whether you're in a courtroom, whether somebody bumps you, you have a fender bender, somebody knocks over something, your coworker knocks over a bottle of water on your computer keyboard or on your anything, on your papers, a child drops spaghetti on white carpet, whatever you feel like is going to set you off with that immediate reaction. I think Barack has got a hold of that. And Trump has no filter at all. And this is evident on how he talks. Want to stop this, want to stop that, want to stop this, can't do that, can't do that. But like I said before, whenever you talk with rage like that on what you're going to do and how you're going to snap, the last thing people are thinking is what they're going to do to clean up the mess. Because whenever you snap, there is going to be some mess. Mess will be there, no matter what. Whether you snap at somebody or what have you, a material thing, a person, a teacher, what have you. And this was evident in the news last week where Barack kept saying, let's be cool, because he's trying to set up his strategy and keep a cool head. But Trump is just, let's get him. We got to get him. We're not going to do this. We're not gonna do that. Well, how you going to? This world has like a gazillion ways to get into America. You know what I mean? A gazillion. I'm going to build a wall. That sounds crazy as ever, That just sounds crazy. I mean, you're going to build a wall, okay. So people will fly over the line or over the border. People will catch a boat over the border, and they'll climb the wall. They'll break the brick. What's it going to be made out of? Iron? It's made out of brick. It's cement and mortar. I mean, it'll have holes in it, just like the fence has holes in it. But I don't want to elaborate because we're doing an abbreviated show tonight, and I just want to say the art of being cool. I think our president that we know, I think he only has about 272 days left, from what they say, which is, I think they're probably counting down to the 20th of January next year, Inauguration Day. He's being cool. He gets an A+ for being cool, for not letting the right hand know what the left hand's doing. And I commend him on that. Good job, bruh. Anyway.
All right.
All right, Papa.
I agree wholeheartedly.
All right now. Yeah. Cool.
President Obama brought flag to the White House.
Do we have any weird news tonight?
Yeah, we do.
Well, just one. Well, let me put something out there in the meantime. I don't know if Ketel was going to talk about it. Did you know anything? Did you speak anything about Alf, Ketel?
About who?
Okay, I'll take that as a no.
Okay.
Alf.
All right.
Alf is Michu Manzaro. Let me get his name right.
Mazzaro.
Michu Mazzaro's.
Tell me about it, Papa.
He's a little person.
Uh-huh.
He's a former circus performer who played Alf in the popular NBC sitcom. You remember Alf?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the little alien guy.
Yeah, a little alien life form.
That was actually a little person in a costume.
Uh-huh.
And he had a certain voice that he used on there, and he died. He passed away. He died Sunday.
Oh, sorry
he
to
was
hear
rushed
that.
to he rushed to a Los Angeles hospital several days ago after he was found unresponsive in his home, and he'd been in a coma, and he was in a coma. He was also 76 years old. He was born in Hungary, so he was a foreign gentleman, and he stood less than 3 feet tall. And
Wow.
since his teens, he performed in various circuses and things like that, Ringling Brothers, Barnum Bailey, and stuff like that. And he was on the Big Top, Pee-wee's Big Top.
Oh, really?
And he also played in the H.R. Puffin Snuff back in the day, a little show that was on Saturday mornings.
We're going way back now. That's my show there.
Yeah.
Hey, Charles.
Yeah. He's your friend when things get rough.
Anyway, I'm only 29, so I'm not into that conversation. But thank you. We just want to send our condolences out to the family of the world famous Alf. I used to love that show.
Yeah.
Alf was something else. But the character of Alf, one of the little people of the world, circus act professional, and passed away, 76 years old.
God bless him.
All right, just want to get that out there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see. You want to finish our segments, and if we have time, we can swing back around and get the weird news if we can fit it in?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, because you know there's always weird news lurking around.
Yeah.
Okay, now's it my turn?
Yeah, you set it up.
Yay!
She set it up. She eradicated that weird news.
I'm just trying to get in there because I got to get this off my chest. So tonight, I'm just saying, it's time to draw the line. Hate is a powerful word and a powerful weapon. It's fine to say that we love people who look like us and agree with our political and our religious positions, but the true test of love is when you can really love people who differ from us in every way. When you can love somebody who does you wrong every chance they get, that's the true test of love. And if we want to eradicate all the hate in this world, we need that kind of love. Not that pick and choose kind of love that makes you feel comfortable about who you want to love, but I'm talking about the real deal. I'm just saying it's time to draw the line. How much more hate can we stand before it kills all of us? The latest mass murder in Orlando at the hands of just one person filled with hate shows how much damage hate can do. Then you've got Donald Trump running off at the mouth as usual, saying we need to keep all the Muslims from entering the United States. But the fact is this, that mass murderer in Orlando was born right here in the U.S. He was not an immigrant, Mr. Trump. So you can stop saying all that crazy stuff. And as far as some of the other stuff he says, he really needs to check his facts, which of course he seldom does. And going back to the San Bernardino shooting, that person also a U.S.-born citizen, not an immigrant, Mr. Trump. Once again, check your facts. So building walls and hating immigrants would not have prevented either of those situations. And it seems that we've got an abundance of hate. So I'm just saying it's time to draw the lines against all the hate, not just here in the U.S., but all over the world. And I have to applaud President Obama, just as Poppa DD said, who spoke this Tuesday about the Orlando murders, and he addressed Donald Trump's foolishness regarding him not being willing to use the term radical Islam. President Obama lit into Trump's backside and said, what difference does it make what you call it? A label will not make it go away. And he said none of his advisors have ever said, if we just start using the term radical Islam, that'll turn the whole situation around. I've been saying that for the longest time, and it made my heart glad to hear President Obama finally speak out and say it. So we need to change the mindset and the behavior of people, but that can only happen on the inside of each individual person. All the hate and rhetoric is not going to make a difference. People have to want to be different. You can't will people to be different. And it's jacked up that the KKK has been using instances like what happened in Orlando and other things like that as a recruiting tool. I'm like, come on, y'all. You got to stop capitalizing on the hate. It's sick. It is sick and twisted. I'm just saying, you got to draw the line somewhere. If each of us could make up in our minds to let go of the hate and embrace love, I think we can make some progress. And if you can't do that, how about just embrace tolerance? Because all of us individually, we're no prize. We all got issues and problems. But somebody loves you. Somebody loves each and every one of us. So if we can all find something about each other that we can love or at least tolerate, I think we could all get along much better. So this is Redwine, and I'm just saying, it's time to let go of the hate, draw the line, and embrace the love. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
I've had enough of it. I think the president has now addressed 15 instances of some kind of mass murder or something in this country since he's been president.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
And there was just so we can throw a little discussion out there, there was a Democrat senator from Connecticut that was on the floor today, trying to get a filibuster on the gun laws. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that ever since this stuff started, nothing has changed with the gun laws. I mean, because the NRA is in these people's pockets so deep.
Right.
So deep. When I say in the pocket, I mean there is money. There is NRA. There's money, and there's
that was on Wednesday.
Money and influences.
When that big filibuster happened.
Yeah, it was just the money and influences are just it's crazy. It's crazy.
Mm.
And them people they've signed off. They signed on the dotted line. And the NRA ain't letting them go, letting them know I contribute $2 million to your campaign, and that's why you're a senator. So don't you ever forget this or what have you.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking just hypothetically. It could be $10 million. I'm sure the NRA is worth billions of dollars.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's something else. Anyway, we can roll into living for the city here.
Yeah, while you have the mic.
Yeah, well, I got the mic. Tonight, living for the city. Let's focus on the change of guards. I think that our old pal, Chocolate City, Washington D.C., it's becoming a vanilla wonderland, and I'm not speaking on anything racial. Don't get it wrong. It's just the fact that when you ride through the downtown area of D.C. anymore, the migration of new people and the exclusion of old people, if you will. I'm not even from here. I mean, I went to Coolidge High for a couple of years, but I ended up going back to my original city. I checked it out, and I was like, But anyway, to be downtown D.C. during the day, early morning, while everybody's trying to get to their appointed places, there are so many different evolutions of travel when it comes to cabs and Uber and what's the other one? Lyft and bicycles. And these are all people of another persuasion getting around because they feel like they don't need a car. And that's good. If you work for Uber or you work for Lyft or you sell bicycles, you can make a fortune in D.C. Because the mecca of the young people have been neutralized to know that once you graduate college and you get that first salary of 6 figures or what have you, migrate to D.C. You can settle in. You don't need a vehicle. You can get around town. There's all kind of monuments and things to do and see in different surrounding areas. And you can go over to Virginia. They don't recommend they go to Maryland. They recommend they go to Virginia. Go to the left. Don't go to the right. Right?
That's right.
Cross the Walt Whitman. Don't go down the Beltway. Anyway, that's just my observation. But it's just, I say goodbye to Chocolate City. Because, I don't think that existence of Chocolate City, however you want to constitute Chocolate City. We're not talking racial. Wink, wink. But anyway,
wink, wink.
Mayor Gray, old Mayor Gray, he won the primary the other night. Him and another person, a couple people lost the primaries. So they won't be running in the next election. And a couple of those people were Bowser supporters.
Ah.
So if you would, the same way it is with the Senate and the House representing or being for or against the president, that's the same setup in the city when it comes to the city council and the mayor. So I think 2 or 3 people, I don't have names right now because this is really impromptu, 2 or 3 people that were Bowser's supporters lost the primaries. So Gray is in line to win a council seat. And, you know, a council seat is just a runway to the what? To the mayorship.
Yeah.
So it looks like old Mayor Gray is going to do just like your boy, Mayor for Life, and be right back in his old chair. And like I said, I'm not from D.C. I went to Coolidge for a couple of years, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what's happening with Living for the City tonight is the fact that look out for D.C. It ain't what it used to be, and it don't look like what it used to look like.
Amen.
Anyway, I'm Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel. You out there, Ketel?
She fell off her stool again.
Uh-uh.
And me, Redwine.
And Redwine.
Je suis ben rouge.
Je suis ben rouge, whatever that means.
It means I am Redwine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I guess we'll take a CC break and we'll come back, hopefully, with Ketel, if she can get back on her stool. We'll come back with Ketel in the Hollywood wrap-up. And I guess we better send somebody to check on her. And we'll be right back.
This is Beyonce.
No!
It's Friday night, so run and tell somebody that the Pajama Party is on right now, right here on WPJP Blog Talk Radio. Oh yeah, this is how we do it. Call 914-803-4306 and press 1 to get in on the conversation. Or you can join us online at www.apajamaparty.com and click the Listen Live banner. So if you want to give a shout-out, wish a happy birthday, hear yourself on the radio, or get your 15 seconds of fame, you need to call us right now on 914-803-4306 and press 1. How often do you get a chance like this? Hey, we're only on till 10 p.m. Eastern, so get on the phone and call us right now. We're waiting to make you famous, even if it is just for tonight. Don't be shy. Call 914-803-4306 and press 1. I'm going to stop by the bar, but I'll meet you back at the show.
Girl, what are you using on your skin? And your hair looks so thick and beautiful.
I've got a secret.
I know you're going to share it with your girl.
Well, just between you and me, I found a new product that makes my skin glow and my hair fabulous, too. It's bull semen.
No bull. Stop playing.
For real. Bull semen gives me this glow and keeps my skin nice and soft and feeling good.
Where in the world did you get bull semen?
From a bull, of course, but only my distributor knows for sure. I can hook you up. Check it out.
Bull semen is great for your hair, nails, skin, and everywhere else where it doesn't feel right. Just warm the tube of bull semen. Put on some Barry White music. Massage the tube using slow circular motions. And when the semen comes out of the tube, put some in your hair, on your nails, on your skin, and wherever you want. Before you know it, you'll be glowing. Your hair will be growing, and your friends will want to be knowing.
I'm ordering my tube of bull semen today.
Order 2. I'm almost out.
Bull semen. Do not use internally, or pregnancy could occur. And we're not responsible for that. Order yours today. And that's no bull.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I want to host Poppa D. I'm here with Ketel. Hello, Ketel. Hello, Ketel. And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Okay.
Bonsoir. How's everybody? You good, Poppa DD?
Yeah, I'm good. I think we have to send Ketel over to the IT department because we cannot hear her. So maybe she's got a malfunction on her function. Conjunction, junction, what's your function?
Try it again.
Hello, Ketel.
You there, Ketel? Okay, we got you. Coming in spotty.
Ketel's, She's recording live from outer space. Where are you? You're in the space channel. You're breaking up. She's on the what is it? Space.
Down there at what's that place in Florida?
Space.
Yeah, space.
She's breaking up. We'll get back with her. Anyway, you want to go to maybe the cocktail of the week, Ketel? Maybe you can relog or reboot, Ketel. We'll take it to the cocktail of the week here and allow you to get with your producers, your cameramen, and your audio and video people, and get you back in perspective.
I guess there's a little lag time when you're in space like that.
Yeah, she's up at the space station.
All right, well, let's step into the Pajama Party bar, and we've got the cocktail of the week. This week, the cocktail of the week is the Gold Rush. And the Gold Rush, okay, let me give you the information. The Gold Rush is a simple sour, has a name that calls to mind a 19th century classic, but it's much more modern than that. The cocktail blends bourbon, lemon juice, and a honey syrup for a whiskey-laced spin on another cocktail called the Bee's Knees. Now, you want to use a high-proof bourbon for this one to get the balance and flavor just right. Now, you're going to need some honey syrup for this one, and to make that, you want to combine 1 cup of water with 1 cup of honey in a small saucepan, heated over medium heat, and you can keep that in the refrigerator for up to 5 days. We want to let it cool before you use it, though. So, to make a Gold Rush, you need 2 ounces of bourbon, 3/4 of an ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and 3/4 ounce of the honey syrup. You want to combine all those ingredients in an ice-filled shaker. Shake until it's well chilled, roughly about 10 seconds, and then strain it into an ice-filled double old-fashioned glass. That will give you what's called the Gold Rush. I think you'll like this one, Poppa DD. It's a bourbon-based drink, a little bit of lemon, just a little bit of honey. Nice and sweet, but it still gives you that bourbon that'll cut you. And then the honey makes it go down so nice. What you say? So that's the Gold Rush. Check it out, apajamaparty.com, and click on Cocktail of the Week, and you can get that recipe and all the directions. Try it out today. Share it with a friend, or have it all by yourself. I'm just saying. Ketel, what you think? You want to give that one a try?
Sounds good to me.
All righty. Well, we're going to backtrack and hit the Hollywood wrap-up. You ready to tell us what's going on in Hollywood this week, Ketel?
Sure. Well, a few things are going on. A few surprises going on. Talking about Lil Wayne was in a hospital over the weekend. 33-year-old New Orleans native was hospitalized after his private jet, here we go again, was forced by medical emergency to land at the Omaha's Eppley Airfield. He was later described in stable condition after suffering what his publicist says was a minor seizure, because he does have epilepsy. I remember he had the episode in 2013, same situation. So, they said he's still going to be able to perform his concert. So, I mean, that's nice to be able to land your jet. Hey,
yeah, really.
But they said he's doing fine. Also on the news, Bobby Brown, he's been all over the place. He's been promoting his new book, Every Little Step. He was on Steve Harvey's show not too long ago. It says Bobby Brown addresses rumors that he introduced Whitney Houston to drugs. He said, "We did drugs together." Bobby Brown continues to deny that he was responsible for introducing his ex-wife, Whitney Houston, to drugs that would eventually take her life. He was talking to Steve Harvey. He's having the Men of the 90s R&B week. Should be interesting. I wonder who else he's going to have on there.
We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, he said, "We did drugs together. There was no introducing her to anything. She already knew what she knew about drugs." He said he admitted to smoking weed and drinking alcohol. That's all he was about. He said he, because he was with the New Edition. So they would. That's all they would do was smoke a little weed and drink some alcohol. He said, but it wasn't until he met Houston that he tried heavy drugs. So
there it is.
Who knew?
He goes on to say, yeah, who knew? If you have a lot of money, there's so many things you can do, and it's coming at you. So you're either going to fall into or going to fall in or out. Either you in or you out. You're going to do it or you're not. So I'll say, all right now. But he did say also, too, that he didn't see her snort cocaine until a few days before their wedding. So he kind of knew what he was into. So on another note, Indiana Jones, number 5. Director Steven Spielberg talks about the next installment of this particular film. And the only thing he's giving out, as far as he said, he will not kill the main character. And as we know, who is going to play the main character? This is going to come out on July 19, 2019, and it's going to be written by David Cope. He worked with Steven Spielberg on the Crystal Skull and Jurassic Park, and we all know who's going to be the main guy for this one.
Again?
Yes, again.
What they going to do, give him a motorized wheelchair?
Behave.
Probably be about 900.
A motorized wheelchair that does tricks.
He's got to be at least 70 years old by now. Yep.
Yeah.
70 years old. So he's going to rock and roll with that one. Let me see, one more thing. I know you guys heard Lady O. She's going to release her very own cookbook next year. You know, she invested some money into the Weight Watchers. So she did do a surprise Weight Watchers. You know how they have those meetings of the Weight Watchers and everything?
Right.
Of course, her and her girlfriend Gail, they're both doing it, so they lost a little weight. So they've been doing it for about 6 months. So they said we're going to crash a meeting. So they did check out a meeting of the latest Weight Watchers. But next year, she got a cookbook coming out, so I guess that's going to be the bestseller. So that will come out on January the 3rd, 2017. So look for that.
Okay.
And,
you said January what? January 3rd?
January 3rd, 2017. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And one last note, Beyonce, she dedicated Halo to the victims of the Orlando shooting. So that was pretty moving. That was very nice.
Oh, that was nice.
Mm-hmm. And
did you see, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, speaking of Halo, did you see the rainbow? There was a rainbow over that area. I think it was today, on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
It was a huge rainbow right over the area where the shooting was.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, God is always watching. Yeah, he's always watching. Yep. Well, that's my Hollywood wrap-up for this week.
All right, that was a good one. I think you hit everything.
All right.
There was a rainbow over Princess compound, too, remember?
Oh, yeah, it sure was. Was it like the day after he passed?
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah, it was a beautiful one, too.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So,
It's about that time to get that Kiss It list together.
Uh-oh.
You going to explain what the Kiss It list is, Poppa DD?
The Kiss It list is a list of things and people that we compile over a week's period from the end of the last show to the end of the new show. And people that act the fool, acted crazy, did their thing, pissed people off, disrespected people, and the whole nine.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a few. Y'all can add in. Let's go Trump for always taking the low road.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for being all radical and not being cool. Like I said earlier in my earlier segment, you got to be cool, like Barack. Be cool. We'll get these people. Be cool. He's a bull in the china shop. He can't help himself. Anyway, Vanilla City, Kiss It List, Chocolate City, D.C. is turned into Vanilla City every day. Like I said, I was downtown. I couldn't believe it. The bicycles and the people, and it was just a mess. It was no brown people anywhere. It was crazy. So, Chocolate City has been laid to rest. Rest in peace, Chocolate City.
Wow.
I don't think you're chocolate anymore. It's chocolate over in Maryland, though. I guess you want some chocolate, you got to come to Maryland. Anyway, Macy's for their stupid commercials about preview day on Friday. Was a preview day anyway.
Who knows?
All right. And also, we'll put Disney on the Kiss It list for not enforcing the no swim law, being the fact that young kid was killed. And he's in the water in Florida, and the parents are sitting back there like it's a sport, and they beat up on the lady whose child fell in the gorilla pit, like Redwine said earlier. And but thank goodness they took care of the gorilla, because as you see with this alligator, that could have very well happened as well. That gorilla could have took that baby's head off like it wasn't nothing in an instant, and that would have been live. Okay.
Oh yeah. That
would have been very interesting for the whole world to see, because it was on camera anyway. And that's all I have. You got anybody else on the case?
I have two more. I got Steven Spielberg for producing another Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we need one of those.
I can't take it. I cannot take it.
And that movie was only famous for a ball rolling or something, and then
and then he just kept milking that cow. And also, I'd like to add the FBI for botching this whole watch list situation.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got people that have tendencies, terrorist ties, etc., you got them on the watch list, and somehow I guess you stop watching them, and then they turn around and do something crazy, maybe they need to be continually watched. So I'm just saying, y'all need to figure this watch list situation out.
On the watch list today, buy a gun tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, how do you come off the watch list and then legally buy a gun? That makes no sense. So I'm adding the FBI on the list. Ketel, do you have anybody?
No, you hit the Macy's the Red Star. Matter of fact, it's ironic we talking about Macy's. They're going on strike. Interesting.
Oh, okay, good. Strike them hard. Strike them hard. Well, we got something for everybody on the Kiss It list. Special gift. Here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world, kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever-loving country ass. That's right.
Welcome back to Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
All right. And we, like I said, we had this show was pre-recorded because they have a few engagements this coming Friday, so it'll be a recorded show. But we hope you'll still listen in to it. We try to cover some of the things that are going on in this particular time frame. And my final word, I like to use Ellen DeGeneres' closing line where she says, be kind to one another.
Good point.
I think that's a very good statement, because we really need to learn to get along anymore today. And it really doesn't have to get to the point where it gets radical. I'm just trying to understand why people are so mean. We got so much. We all contend with different things in our lives. You just got to put it in certain perspectives and pick your battles. You know, once you learn to pick your battles and know what you really should fight for, I think the one thing I fight for is my reputation. That's the number one thing that I really hang my hat on. That if somebody jeopardizes that, I really lose my Aries mind. So when somebody, people can almost call me out of my name and I can let them go with that. But when you mess with my integrity and who I am as a person and what I stand for as an individual, that's what pisses my ass off royally anyway. Ketel, you got something to say out there?
Go ahead, Redwine. I'm still pulling my thoughts together.
Okay, well, my last word is thanks to everybody who continues to support the Pajama Party show. Special shout out to the crew and all of the actors and everybody who's a part of the Illicit film. Mm-hmm. Their world premiere is in Miami tomorrow, 5 o'clock, South Beach, at the Regal South Beach Cinema number 18 down on Lincoln Road in Miami Beach. If you're in the Miami area or you know people in that area, have them go out and support films there. It's for the American Black Film Festival. And Illicit particularly is having their world premiere. So we're supporting Lynette Tichelle, one of our friends of the show. So, check it out. Illicit. You can check them out at illicitmovie.com. Check it out.
Illicit
Come
trailer.
down to, look at the
and that
trailer.
Illicit is spelled ILLICIT. ILLICIT.
Right.
I know a lot of people like to put an E in that word.
Yes, illicitmovie.com. Take a look. If you're in the Miami area tomorrow, 5 o'clock, come on by the Lincoln Road, Regal South Beach Cinema on Lincoln Road in South Beach.
Yeah, a lot of hot, sexy, good-looking people in that movie.
Yeah. So, we're going to go down there, and we'll be bringing you back some information about that. We're going to do some reporting and
get some sand from the beach.
Get some sand, and that's our excuse for going down there. So,
block from me.
Okay, we'll zip lock some sand. Yeah, I got you, Poppa DD.
I just want to squeeze the sand.
You want to squeeze the sand?
Put in a good brand name Ziploc bag.
Okay.
Because I know you like them dollar stores.
You don't want dollar store Ziploc?
No, I know you like them dollar store Ziplocs. Anyway, Ketel, you out there?
I got you. What's your last word, Ketel?
I'm still here. I'm trying to get there. I'm going to make mine short and sweet.
Go ahead.
All right. Live your life, love who you want, and laugh about everything. I'm Ketel. That's it.
All right, Ketel.
All right. And I'm Redwine.
And I'm Poppa DD, and this is the Pajama Party. And thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at apajamaparty.com to hear previous episodes. Check out the cocktail of the week and information about the Pajama Party Crew and anything else about the show you want to know. Shout out to our sponsors, DC Homegrown. Mm-hmm. We love you.
And we'll be back live on the 24th of June.
June.
Yes. Right.
All right. We'll say good night then.
All right.
We're out. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Good summer party. Party crew.